everyone, welcome back to Deals with Lady P. Today I am joining Denise from This and That with Denise for a Go Red for Women Day. February 1st is Go Red for Women, and we are bringing awareness to heart disease. So Denise had asked us to do a video for social media of something that we are doing or have done bringing awareness to heart disease. We are to wear red, and if those have a pen, I don't have a pen, but I'm wearing red, and I'm going to show you what I am doing to prevent heart disease. And I must say that my husband, for 18 years, he is a heart transplant recipient, and he is doing very well. He does take care of himself. He knows his numbers, and he has his regular visits, and his heart is doing really, really good. Now, his wife, on the other hand, been a bad girl. I had a little scare a couple weeks ago that I would like to share with you, and it brought me, gave me awareness to what I need to be doing that I haven't been doing. So what happened to me a couple weeks ago was I had got up, and normally if my blood pressure is up, I get a headache, or I get a little dizzy or something like that. And I just got up, and I know it was the Lord leading me to do what I needed to do. And I didn't know it at the time, but I know now that it was Lord leading me to do what I need to do. So what happened was I got up and I was itching, and I have this, like, my lip gets big, and I have like a chronic highs from time to time. Sometimes it might be 2 years, and it pop up. And so this year, or in the last year, I've been dealing with it, and I got this medication. I went to a doctor about between October and November. It's either October or beginning of November. I went to a doctor. I did my blood work before then, and I had my blood pressure numbers. I had my cholesterol numbers and my sugar. So my sugar was good, my cholesterol was good, my weight, he wanted me to lose 20 pounds, and my blood pressure was a little high. So those are the things that we discussed, and I'm supposed to go back, I think it's March, and do more blood work and go back to him. So a couple weeks ago, when I woke up and I had that itch, and I'm like, okay, he had gave me some medication when I was there back in October for the itch. But when I got home, I had it filled, and all the side effects, I was like, I ain't taking these pills with all these side effects. So I put the medication in a drawer. So that morning I woke up and the itch was really bad. I said, maybe I should take that medication. So before I took it, I went online to check and see about these side effects. And when I went online, maybe he said I had to put in something wrong, because I got a blood pressure. I said, blood pressure? This medication not supposed to be for blood pressure? And I said, wow. I said, well, I'm already taking 2 blood pressure pills. What I need 3 for? So it kind of made me nervous. So I said, let me take my blood pressure. My husband said, you better take your blood pressure. I said, yeah, before I take this medication, let me take this blood pressure. Be taking 3 pills. So I took my blood pressure, and my blood pressure was over 200. It was like 208, 210. I was like, I have never had blood pressure that high. So I'm like, oh my God. So I really, really, really got nervous. I said I could have had a stroke, because I had no symptoms whatsoever. My blood pressure being that high with no symptoms, I said a stroke could have snuck up on me, a heart attack could have snuck up on me. I'm like, oh boy. So I went, and right away I made me some garlic water, because I normally do, if my blood pressure is up, it has never been over 200, but this was way over 200. I was like, oh no. So it did give me a scare. So I made some garlic water, and I started drinking garlic water for a couple of days. I right away, instantly, oh, no more salt. I said, oh, I'm cutting this salt out, because over the holidays, ham, all kind of pork, all kind of stuff I knew right away. I said, you know what? all that eating over the holidays, I done gained weight automatically. You gain weight automatically. The blood pressure go up. I said, oh no, this not gonna work. And I called the doctor that day, and plus I was out of medication, and I hadn't filled it. So I called the doctor and I asked him about that medication. He said, no, that is for the itch. I said, oh, okay. He said, you must have put something in wrong. He said, but that medication is what that I gave you was for the itch. I said, okay. So they said, and I told him about the blood pressure. He said, well, you know, once I told him I hadn't filled my medication. So he said, okay, wait a couple of days. He said, if you need to come in tomorrow, you could just come in and we'll double check it. I said, okay. But I went home and I said, over the holidays with all that eating, I says, I know what this is. So I cut out the salt because I had been eating a lot of salt, and then you figure all the food, the ham, all that salt. So I said I cut out the food. I did my garlic water. I went and got my prescriptions, and I mean a lot, so much fluid. So I was just full of fluid. So after that, I could tell that my, kept checking, and I had blood pressure machine here, and I just kept checking, and it just kept making sure that it went down. So that was a big scare to me, because to me, I felt like that could have been a silent heart attack, where, you didn't have no symptoms or anything. So I started right away, and I'm going to show you some of the things that I have started doing, and like I said, change my eating, right? I'm not eating all that junk. I'm not putting the salt. I'm gonna cut down on salt. I think I had put a little bit of salt on my cream of wheat, and that's about it. But I have started eating, differently, and so far I have lost 5 pounds since I started doing this. So I'm going to continue. When I go back to him, I hope to have that 20 pounds gone. But I know it takes a while, so even if I don't have the 20, I know if he see me losing and not being the same what I was, that he'd be okay with it, and I would continue. So I'm just going to show you some of the things that I've been working on for the Go Red, and for me to prevent me from having a heart attack. Okay, so I just took my blood pressure. My blood pressure has came down, but it's not where it should be. So, and I believe as I continue to eat properly and to continue to lose weight, it's going to automatically come down. If my weight come down, my blood pressure will come down. So this is not where it was, but he still want me to lose weight, and this is not where it should be for normal. So I will work on that. And that is one of the things, and I want to show you another thing that I have decided to do too.
We walk into place, just an easy march. I find the pace, that beat is absolutely part of the workout. It's what I follow, so I'm sure I can give you a great aerobic workout. Okay, it's walk, 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 walk. Side steps are coming up next, side steps. Ready? Step out to the side, out together, out together. Good. So this is one of our basic steps. We use it a lot. We add on to this. From this single, we go to double, we go.
Okay, so this is another thing that I will be doing, or I have started doing. This is one of my breakfast meals. This is oatmeal with some raw sugar and a few cranberries, and one for me and one for my husband. And he has starting to acquire a taste for oatmeal too. I don't have it every day, but I at least try to have it at least twice a week. And this is our breakfast for today.